What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that all of you are enjoying your weekend. So, Mike Epps, right? He is in hot water again. And I feel like I keep seeing him for everything but any good, news or any good reviews about his new Netflix special. I keep hearing him in the in the social media streets about his beef with D.L. Hughley, and now he stepped in it again in regards to how he talks about women, his wife, his daughters. The comment about his daughters was really, in my eyes, it was problematic and hurtful. I'll let you guys hear what he has to say in his own words, and then I'll give commentary after. He's on the All the Smoke podcast.
My kids are beautiful, man. I had a son the day my mother died. My mother died 2020, COVID. My son was born the same time, bro. And I never had a son. He looked just like my mama, man. I swear, that's how I know God's real.
In death comes life. Yeah,
gave me a son. My mama gave me a son walking out the door, man.
That's beautiful.
I used to cry all the time and ask God, what did I do wrong that I can't have a son? But I know what it was. I lied to all these women and got them pregnant and sold them dreams and shit like that.
I got 5 girls.
You got 5 girls too.
To let you know I was lying. I've been lying too. I've been doing too much lying.
That's one thing that I'm going to get right before I leave this earth. I'm going to learn how to treat a woman 100%
That's
right.
dope. That's dope.
Because that's something that I want to do for my mother, for my children, for my daughters. I've never treated a woman right 100%. And now that I'm getting older, I'm realizing, man, you gotta treat a woman right, Mike. You can't cheat on her. You gotta be her friend. You gotta not be selfish. This is what I want to do. This is one of my dreams, man.
That's dope. That's something we have to learn as men. That's something we really have to learn as men.
I had issues with my mother. So now I want to make a woman. I don't want my kid's mother to, you know what I mean, to have my mother's stuff. So.
Okay, so you heard it in his own words, right? And while I can appreciate him taking ownership for him having, a less than favorable or a contentious relationship with his mother, may she rest in peace. And, him understanding that that's where the root of how he views women started, right? A lot of people, that acknowledgement is powerful. So I can appreciate that level of accountability. What bothered me the most was him saying that, now he wants to treat women right. And now he wants to do it. And for all these other people, right? For, his wife, his daughters, etc. When in actuality, how you treat someone else is a reflection of yourself, right? He never said, I want to treat my wife, the way she should be treated, or my daughters the way they should be treated for me as a man, for Mike Epps. The second thing that really upset me a lot, even more so than the comment he made about that was directed toward his wife, was the fact that he said, I asked God, what did I do wrong? Why do I have all these daughters, essentially, right? Like, why haven't you blessed me with a son? And then he's like, I know why. Because it was, I guess he's correlating that with his behavior, it was a direct result of me lying to these women, getting them pregnant, et cetera, my bad behavior. Like, it was some kind of punishment. Sir, children are a blessing from the Lord. And for you to value your son so much higher than your daughters is heartbreaking, right? Because your daughters are probably going to hear this podcast. And for them to know that you devalue them because they're young women, I mean, like, that's horrible. I mean, we already live in a society that doesn't value women. You definitely don't want to hear that from your own father who brought you into this world, who's supposed to be your protector, your provider, you know what I mean? That's supposed to treat you how you want your future partner in life, your husband, your spouse, or your boyfriend, to treat you in the future. Mike Epps is a piece of work. I mean, he said essentially that, most of the time when he was making his films, that he too loved the cocoa. I've been talking about that a lot recently with, Andy Cohen. I saw some ridiculousness with Jocelyn Hernandez promoting it. I don't want to give her. I was thinking about making a video about it, but I'm like, no, because she's promoting such a harmful substance, right? Like she's just embraced her addiction full on. Mike Epps, on the other hand, has confronted it. He said, that when he was filming with Ice Cube would tell him, like wipe your face and, you can do better than this. You're a king, trying to be a supportive friend. But Mike Epps, he has issued an apology to his wife, Kyra Epps. He says his comments were misunderstood. You guys heard him just say that, before he leaves this earth, he wants to learn how to treat a woman right. And a lot of people just felt disrespected by that comment because I don't understand why. And I don't feel disrespected by that comment. I don't know Mike Epps, but here's the thing. I don't understand why it's so easy for men like Mike Epps to treat other men with just a basic, decency and respect, like just a baseline level, right? Like if you can treat other men, your colleagues, with respect, then you can do it for women. You can do it for your daughters. You know what I mean? Like if you can hold your son at such a high value. And, listen, I understand you might have had a difficult relationship with your mom. A lot of people do. I mean, mothers are flawed, people are flawed, right? But you want to give every single person just again a baseline level of respect, and if you can do it for other men, for other whether they're your son or your colleagues you're filming with here on the podcast, whatever the case may be, you can do it for women. Like you don't have to be a misogynist. You can go to a therapist's office, you can sit down, unpack that root, right? Deeper. Like, okay, great, you started it. So you and your mom did not have the best relationship. What was it about her that, changed your mindset toward all women? Because it seems to me like that misogyny runs really deep. For him to pray to God and say, why did you give me all these girls? Why haven't you given me all, or why haven't you given me, a son yet? It's because of my bad behavior. And I'm just like, I could, that to me is unacceptable. Yeah. So the fact that, he says that that's something that he wants to do, that's essentially a dream for him. Like for me, a dream would be to travel the entire world, right? To hit all 7 continents. And that's on my bucket list. But it's not a dream for me. It's not outside of my immediate control to treat people with respect and dignity, despite what, genitalia they have. Like that's not difficult for me or for the average person who has a basic understanding of, we're all human beings and we're all going through something and we're all in this together. People kill me with that, like it reminds me of cops. Like they can treat one specific, demographic really well. They have all this, restraint, and they have all these conflict resolution skills. But when it comes to others, who are of a darker hue or have melanin in their skin, then all of a sudden, they fear for their life, and they, are just so, all that training goes out the window and it's just primal fear. No, that is a cop out. That is an excuse. If you can treat, these men that you're sitting here laughing with respect, if you can treat your son with respect, you can do the same thing for your wife, the same thing for your daughters. If you can treat Ice Cube with respect, you can do so with women. Period. It's an excuse. And the fact that I haven't heard anything about his Netflix special, but I keep hearing him in the news about just all these negative things that he's saying. It's disappointing. Like, I don't know, 2024, I'm telling you, it's the year of exposure, the year of revelation, the year of unmasking. Although if COVID, wear your mask. But when I say unmasking, I mean the truth is coming out. This is the year of truth and truth telling. So Mike Epps, I would encourage him, to stick with the scripts, the movies, the TV shows, the things that he really excels. Work on the material for your Netflix special, because I haven't heard anybody talking about it. So, there's things that you can do to improve. Go to couples counseling, family therapy with your wife and your daughter, so that you can have a closer relationship with them. But going on a podcast and telling other men about how you just don't necessarily treat the women in your life well, it's not a good look. But you guys, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about what Mike Epps said? I want to hear from you in the comment section. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your loved ones if you haven't done so already. And I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.